So in this video, I'm going to be laying out the blueprint on what it takes for someone who is not tech savvy, someone who does not have a lot of experience working with computers, someone who's never ran ads before, what it actually takes to run very, very simple Facebook or Instagram ads, or what they call it now, meta ads. And this is something that, so kind of a little backstory here. When I first started my mosquito company, I shouldn't say started. Actually, when I graduated college, I bought a existing mosquito company that had been in business for 30 years. And I honestly didn't really take it serious. I was just kind of content. I was a very naive business owner to start. I was very content with where I was at. I had enough customers coming in, but at the same time, I think the pace that I was going at was perfect for me just because I was just getting started out in business. I had just graduated college, so I didn't really know the whole business realm and what it actually took to run a business the right way, to making sure my customers are happy, but at the same time, I'm making a profit. And so, when I was going into it, the first year, the second year, I think it was even the third year, I didn't really take it that serious. I grew every single year, but it was like, I'm not too worried about it. So what I actually did is I invested into a mentor and a coach, not to grow my mosquito business, but to start a marketing company. And the very first skills that I learned, I invested, I think it was right around $2,500 into a mentor who was at the time was doing over $1 million in his company, in his lead generation company, and I'm not even in contact with him anymore. That was 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. Not in contact with him anymore. I guarantee at this point, this was a very, very intelligent young man, very young guy. He was in his 20s, and he's very humble. Like, you wouldn't find him on any social media platform. I mean, he's a very low-key business owner. I actually came across him in a news article. He made the front cover of a page. I reached out with a link they had on that online article and kind of went from there. And then I signed up for his program. But anyways, I'm sure at this point he's doing multi-million dollar business, whatever other avenues he's going into. But he taught me SEO and Google Ads. And what I did with that information is I actually went out and I started a marketing company. Now, when I was actually starting a marketing company, on the back end portion of that course that I bought, he was just diving into Facebook ads. So I was learning Facebook ads as well. And at the time, from what I remember, and even like kind of stepping back and looking at it from someone who has ran a business, a home service business, I was very, very intimidated to start. I'm like, oh my gosh, ads is going to be so complex. Like, where do I even start? How do I even get going? And to be completely honest with you, like, that's the way that it was. The whole entire ads platform, especially Meta, it was super complex. You had to adjust this, adjust that, make sure that this is in place, make sure you hop in it on a daily basis to make these adjustments. Like, it was a lot more hands-on. And today, the platform has actually never made it easier for a contractor who doesn't have any tech skills, who doesn't even care about tech, but should to grow your business. Someone who they're making it a lot easier for people to actually do it themselves. In fact, I am predicting within the next 5 to 10 years, even less than that, I'm probably overshooting it, marketing companies are going to be non existent. If the marketing companies don't adapt with AI, they're going to be non existent. But what's going to be existent is people learning how to utilize AI, because Facebook's going to make it easier for you when you utilize AI. And AI is not this crazy tech, like scary thing that you should be scared of or intimidated of. When you actually utilize tech into meta ads, and you might not even have to because they're going to make it that simple, then it's going to be a lot more easy and more accessible for a contractor or a home service business owner who probably doesn't even own a laptop, if I'm being completely honest with you, to actually launch an ad and see leads coming in and turn those complete strangers into buyers for your company. And it's something that I've actually experienced, and I'm sitting here like in 2025 and I'm thinking to myself, times have completely changed. There is a big difference between when I first started to where we are now. And the people who take advantage of this are the people who are actually going to be successful in being able to turn a higher profit than their competitors, which that's why we're in the game, is to make money, to have profit. I don't care about vanity metrics like revenue. I want profit only. And so what I want to give you guys here is essentially a blueprint for Facebook ads that anybody can run, whether you're a dummy with technology like I was when I started. I didn't even own a laptop. I owned a laptop from college, but I didn't care to learn marketing. I'm like, marketing? What the heck is marketing? But I'm telling you, this is bulletproof for people who are dummies when it comes to tech, their phone, a laptop, and if I can do it, then you can do it as well. And so what I want to do here is I want to make sure that I give you guys some actionable steps that you can take right now. So step number one is you need to make sure you are utilizing ChatGPT. When it comes to running your own paid ads, what you have to do is you have to actually upload proper images, proper video, you have to the proper copy, the proper headline, and it sounds intimidating, but all four of these things, all four components that it takes to compile an ad together into Meta or Facebook or Instagram, you can utilize with ChatGPT. Use exact scripts to actually plug in, okay, what type of image ad should I be running? Okay, what should I say in my video that I'm talking to my customers with? Okay, what should I actually put on my copy so my customers are hearing what I'm saying? I'm speaking directly to them, and I can hit some pain points. I can make sure that I stress the benefits of my company. And then, or for example, what should I say on my headline so people actually click my ad? What should my call to action be? Everything can be utilized and laid out through ChatGPT. And the people that are not using ChatGPT to actually do this, it takes the heavy lifting off, meaning you don't have to think as much. Yes, it's still going to take thought into actually making sure that ChatGPT sounds like you, the business owner, because you don't want it sounding like another business. But when you actually adjust it to fit your business, it gives you a great starting point, a great baseline to make adjustments and then simply plug and play. It's very, very simple. And the ones that are actually utilizing ChatGPT in their business are the ones that are going to be winning at the end of the day. And when you do step number one, step number two is simply just letting AI do the heavy lifting. Once you actually plug and play and use ChatGPT, what AI is going to do is it is going to make sure that your ad is put in front of the right person. Instead of you having to actually go in to the Meta platform and make all these different adjustments, granted, there are still some slight adjustments that you have to make sure that your ad's performing well, to make sure that you're getting the highest ROI on your ad spend. But what's actually going to happen here is you do the hard work on step number one by utilizing ChatGPT and making sure that your content, the words you're saying or the things you're writing on your copy is speaking directly to your audience, is telling Meta, hey, this is who we're targeting. Then AI is going to do all the heavy lifting. You're not going to have to specifically hyper target certain areas, or I shouldn't say areas, but certain people. And it's going to be, okay, wow, Meta ads is really complicated too. When you get in, you're like, man, this is actually extremely simple. And then we move on to step number three, which is simply just your photo and your video. And once again, you utilize ChatGPT and you let AI do the work, but obviously you have to have the right video or the right photo in terms of, okay, I'm going to run a photo ad or I'm going to be running a video ad. So what do you actually put in your photo and video ad? What you do on your photo is you make sure that you're calling out where your specific audience is. So let's just say, for example, that you're in Cleveland, Ohio. So you're simply going to say Cleveland, Ohio somewhere on that image ad. Or maybe you simply dismiss the fact that you're going to say Cleveland, Ohio because you're actually going to put it in your copy. So on your image ad, you want to talk about the offer that you're running to your customers. You want to talk about the benefits, maybe touch the pain points, and make sure that they understand maybe a bonus that you're running within your company. And then you literally take everything you put on your image ad and you can simply just throw that into your video ad as well. So instead of just displaying it on an image, what you're going to do is you're actually going to say it out loud to customers. And you're going to make sure that you call out your specific area. So once again, Cleveland, Ohio homeowners. And you have trust. So maybe you have workers in the background or a company truck, or you're wearing company logo with your shop in the background. You have a call to action. You're hitting pain points. Maybe you throw in your bonus, and you make this video that's literally only anywhere between 30 seconds to a minute long. You want to crunch it in that time frame. And what you're going to do is you're going to speak directly to the audience that you're trying to target, to the city you're trying to target, to the homeowners that you're trying to target. And AI and ChatGPT will do the heavy lifting. They're going to push that right in front of your customers based on what you've told them your ideal customer is. And then step number four, which I see a lot of people get intimidated by this. They hop into the ads manager and they think to themselves, oh my gosh, what are all these things on the left sidebar? What are all these? What's the ad campaign? What's the ad set? What's the ad? So if you break down an ad, it consists of three things. And it's really, really basic. your campaign. So what your campaign does, it's essentially a folder. And this folder holds your ad set and your ad itself. And so I'm going to go into details on what your ad set and your ad is. So you have this folder, which is called your campaign, that holds two things: your ad set. So in your ad set, what you can actually do is this is where you adjust your budget. So I'm going to spend $20 a day. Also in your ad set, you target a specific area. So talking about Cleveland, Ohio, I'm going to be making sure my ads are only displayed in Cleveland, Ohio, or they're only displayed in Cleveland, Ohio, plus a 30-mile radius. Okay. Along with that, I want to make sure that when I'm running ads, I don't want my ads showing on Facebook Marketplace. I want to make sure they're only showing on Facebook feed, Facebook Reels, Instagram feed, Instagram Reels, Instagram Stories, Facebook Stories, where people are actually going to click my ad, because any of the other things, it doesn't matter. The home service and contracting industry, any other platforms on Facebook that Meta's going to be trying to push your ad to, you're simply just going to be wasting money. There's already tried and true certain platforms. So then so that's our ad set. When you go onto our actual ad, this is where you upload your image that you're going to be running as an ad, or you upload your video. You upload your copy, so the words that are actually on your ad that customers can read, and then you upload your headline, so when people see your ad, they can click on this headline that says maybe "no more mosquitoes," and then they can actually go maybe to a landing page or fill out a form for your company. So it's very simple. You have a folder called your campaign with your ad set in it, and then your ads, and that is literally it. And then I want to move on to step number 5. If you're probably thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, there's a lot of information here. Sure, there's a lot of information, but it's so digestible in 2025 going into 2026 that anybody can do it. And what I want you guys to do, I actually want you to join my school community. In my school community, what this is it is full of home service business owners and contractors who obviously share the similarity of running a business, dealing with customers, dealing with the hard work of actually being someone who is breaking your back, who is out there in the field dealing with customers, homeowners on a daily basis, trying to service not just your employees, not just your family at home, but also people who are paying you money. And it's surrounded by a community where we're going to push you to be the best version of yourself. We incorporate faith within it. We hold weekly prayers, and I want you to be a part of it. And along this it's a huge bonus, guys. It's 100% free. I show you exactly how to set everything up, from meta ads, I'm talking Facebook and Instagram, to Google ads, to all sorts of different systems put in place to make sure that you're not actually losing these leads coming into your business. So what I want you guys to do is actually go into my school community. I will leave a link below for my school community for you guys to join. And I'm telling you, join in. I'll accept you. As long as you fit the criteria for our community. If not, then you will not get accepted. And take full advantage. Ask questions. We're very attentive. I'd love for you to join. But if you follow the steps, and essentially what this video is it's a clear blueprint of what you need to run Meta ads, because Meta has never made it easier for you. And I actually want you to take advantage of it. And that's exactly why our school community is 100% free.